it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
The Cylons lured me into their deception once. Never again.
It is done, Imperious Leader.
The final annihilation of the life form known as man. Let the attack begin.
What's all this observation filter for? All good time.
Starbuck, he's gone. He just vanished. Everything's exactly the same as it was when he first appeared.
No. One thing's different. Apollo's dead. Let's take him home.
Constantly has Sheba swoons. Home has nothing to do with Sheba. Maybe. And maybe not.
Name the name of lifting up to the presidency of our church.
You're such a nerd.
Oops. That's the wrong one. Try that one again.
This is the IFB Thursday night broadcast.
That's gonna work great, man. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And wow, that was abrupt.
That was abrupt, but you know, hey, what can I say?
It was exciting.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to season 6 of IFB Interfleet Broadcasting, our award-winning pop culture, sci-fi news, and entertainment channel. I'm NYPete, your co-host, and my best buddy is Chris the Tipsy Toaster.
Also known as Mr. Abrupt.
Yes, that's correct. And we bring our unique take from growing up watching and reading, the 70s, 80s, and a little bit of that 90s TV movies, the cartoons, the comic books, novels, of course, we all grew up reading and, going to conventions. And we happen to be real big classic Battlestar Galactica fans that brought this all together, made it happen. And we have a really, really great guest coming on tonight. Exclusive interview with Dragon Letty, president of the BFC, the Battlestar Galactica fan club. So welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining. I see there's a bunch of you on. We'll get to you in a second. We're going to do our toast. And Chris, I'm excited to talk about a lot of cool things that have been happening over here on our little corner of the universe.
Our corner. Yeah, sure. We've got a lot of things going on. But once again, thanks for joining us tonight. We look forward to entertaining you and listening to you and maybe having taken some questions from you. Don't forget, there's a chat box out there you can use to say hello. And Pete's going to use his super secret. There you go. He's in his Viper, and now he's going to say hello to the people who have showed up today that we can see for right now. So, what do you think, Pete? You didn't say hello.
Wait a second. We have to toast first.
Oh, well.
And John 1 is with us, too.
As you want. Okay. Hang on. Uno momento, por favore.
You're a mess, dude. What happened?
It was the scramble of something not working when we first started up today and having to restart the computer and install the updates. Yeah. New updates, I get a little twitchy.
Yes, that's right. That's your Cylon programming kicking in.
Yeah, that little twitchy gets in there, when I get those Cylon updates.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there's John. Is that John? That's
John. Okay, John. What's up, man?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Good.
Got an exciting night tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Wonder triplets powers.
Activate.
Punching John.
Excellent. Oh boy, they were annoying, but they're funny. So,
what was the monkey's name? Gleek. Bleh.
Oh my God, I disliked him very much.
John's pouring.
I was like,
good.
This is ruining the show. Take that thing off. Why get rid of the twins? One guy's just ice. Forget about him.
It was always an eagle in a bucket. Always an eagle in a bucket.
Eagle in a bucket, yes. And ice crowbar.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
Oh,
so
man.
What do you
even kind of carry him around with him? The bucket, everything else. It's like...
Oh, man.
Pete,
what
do you
get
got?
into messing where you need either an ice bar or an animal?
Pete's got vodka.
I got
a lot of vodka, Pete.
New York seltzer.
That AKA vodka. Gotcha.
No, whatever.
I got 1911 hard cider.
Nice.
Hard cider.
Excellent.
Hard cider.
I love it.
That's right.
I love it.
All right,
you got some Cylon juice.
Special concoction that I need. This is the stuff that cleaned off my rust off my uniform.
It looks like Sauron's eye.
It is like it does. There we go. Yeah.
That
little
looks
rust.
strange,
Little
man.
rust. Remover there with a
water.
little rust in there. It's going to put iron back in my diet, so I'm good. So anyways,
Okay.
Thank you all for joining us. It's fantastic that you are here. We are here every Thursday, whether you like it or not. That's right. We're here every Thursday. You don't have to like that or not, but hopefully you join us and enjoy our fun and witty banter, as well as some news and some interviews and some cool stuff like that. But if you do happen to miss us on Thursdays, don't forget YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. I don't think we're doing Twitter anymore because we had to have a special thing for this.
You do make sure you thumbs up for us.
That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, but thumbs up, like, follow, I don't know, stalk, whichever button they've got there. Just click one of those things and join us. We're good. So anyways, thanks for joining us tonight. And we always say thanks to the fans because the fans feel the fleet. So here's to you.
Feel the
fans
fleet.
Feel the fleet.
Here's to you guys.
Fans.
Cheers.
You can
All
almost
right.
taste the
Excellent.
iron filings in here.
Ew. Okay. You enjoy that. I'm going to look through my magic.
Now he's going to look through his magic thingy.
Viper helmet.
Okay.
And
let me get you
I'm
up here.
going to. Let's see.
What the hell is that? What are you doing? Pete, just look at this. Look at the.
I don't have 6 monitors like you do. Let's see. All right. Michael Morlock, thanks for joining us live. Paul Rotter, Commander Kane is with us. The
Commander.
legacy of Battlestar Galactica 1978 is with us.
Oh, cool.
Dave Turnbull, what's up, Dave? Rick Moreno, sci-fi award-winning author. We do a special shout out to Rick in a second. Thanks
Rick,
for joining
thank you.
us. Oh, absolutely. George Giacomis in the house. Thank you for joining us, George. James Joplin, how are you, buddy? Chuck Davenport. Yo, what's
Cool
up,
pictures
Chuck?
lately, Chuck, there.
Yeah. Erica Persiani, what's up? Kim Harms, Lola, and let me see, Battlestar Bulletin Board. And who am I missing? Am I missing anybody? I'm going scrolling
Mediocre
real quick.
modeler.
Bam, mediocre model. How are you, man? John One, of course, is on. He's on. Hello and welcome. That's right. Excellent. So I got John in the green room, and he signed on. Thank you, John.
Here I am.
Yes. Let me see. Is there anybody else? Just real quick. I'm trying to cover a couple of channels, guys. We're kind of spread out a little bit. YouTube and a few of our social media platforms that we have pages and groups. So we're broadcasting all over. Mina, thank you for joining us live. Kim Harms, thank you for joining us live, guys. Appreciate all of you. And those of you that are watching us overseas, I know that we have a regular crew down under and in Europe, North and South America, believe it or not, and in Asia. So thank you for joining us. I know that there's a lot of you that watch us later on.
Can't wait to see Baz's photos from the
oh yeah, no kidding. So I just wanted to Rick Moreno is he's covered for me. He's been a co-host here on occasion on IFB and a guest, and I just wanted to thank him for sending over a birthday gift. Thank you very much, Rick. I got a special package, and so I was looking for my next read, so I got him. Thank you very, very much for that, Rick. It was a great surprise. I have a letter
By the
opener
power
as well.
of wrong sword.
No, it's Zada 5, baby, by Rick
By
Moreno.
the power of Zada.
International Impact Winner Book Awards, one of the many awards that he's won. So thank you, Rick. Much appreciated. Very nice surprise birthday gift. So that's really cool of you. And looking forward to having you on again as a guest. We talked about this in the past. We're going to have a discussion about the unlimited battle jacket that was put out in the Starlog magazines as we were kids. It was like a version of the Colonial Warrior jacket. And so he's going to come on. We're going to talk about it. And I have, a bunch of information to share with you guys. And, Rick wanted to come on and we said, absolutely. So we're going to have a cool discussion. So thank you very, very much for that. That was unexpected and really cool of you. And so we got a couple other things to talk about, guys. Just real quick, Triborough Film Festival. A lot of the fans, a lot of you have asked, like, hey, when can we see the Stranded Warrior, our BSG fan film? And there's been a bunch of film festivals that have actually screened it. We've tried to put every single thing up on our Facebook, on social media, and that's where we populate there. Not to mention IFB, but we're kind of coming to the end of our international film festival and domestic film festival run with the Stranded Warrior, over 35 awards. Very proud of what we did as a showcase. Wanted to show that Battlestar Galactica fans can actually put together a really good live action film that also includes some heavy duty cool CGI that's won awards as well. And with that said, New York City Triborough Film Festival, June 5th is opening night. Anybody that's anybody that's available wants to come down to New York City, Astoria, Queens, you're more than welcome. There's the information. You can come down and be a part of that. It's no screening. It's all networking. However, Sunday, June 7th, our Stranded Warrior will be screened at the Kaufman, no, at the Zucker Theater, which is under the or in the Astoria Kaufman Studios in Astoria, Queens, the original studios, and the Zucker Theater. It's a screening room. It is the studio screening room. We were screened. The Stranded Warrior trailer was screened there last year in the Triborough Film Festival. This year, we submitted our fan film. It was selected and will be screened on Sunday, June 7th. And our block is between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Ours is the second film to be screened. So you got to make sure you get there early so that they can, you can get in and not disturb. Obviously, you want to go in. And then I can tell you this. I know that we're going to have some of the cast are going to be there. I believe some of the crew may be there as well. And there's a Q&A. So at 2 o'clock, when all of the films that are in the block, right, because they put them up in blocks, ours is between noon and 2 p.m., there is a small Q&A. So I will be there, and anybody else associated with our project, I'll be asking you guys to come up. And usually, there's a couple of questions. There is an MC, typically the director of the Triborough Film Festival. That's how he did it last year. He'll come up and he's the moderator. He's the MC of that. And so there'll be a quick Q&A, and it's kind of nice. But then as soon as that comes and goes, it's, only a few minutes. I think it's maybe 10 to 15 minutes max. So whoever filmmakers or those involved that are representing, they come up, we do Q&A, and then everybody has to vacate the theater for the next round. We're still waiting to see if we get a nomination, and if we do, then we will attend the award ceremony on June 7th, that same day. But anybody's welcome. I put up the link, so if you're interested, I know a lot of you have been asking for it. If you're in the New York City region, if you're here on June 7th and you want to see it, there's a small fee at the door that the film festival collects that goes to the expense to the film festival. The filmmakers don't get anything out of that. And you too can watch the film. Right, you'll see the Stranded Warrior in all its glory. So that was important. I want to make sure that we emphasize that because a lot of you asked about these. Where do you see it? How can you see it? And if not, then Shore Leave, guys. Shore Leave. We will be there. We're representing. We're going to screen it at the convention. It's not a film festival screening. It's a convention screening, and cast and crew will be there. Right now, we've posted up on IFB. Everybody knows that Diana Durango and Tiny Bean will be there, amongst others that'll be there, including myself, of course, and John One and Tipsy, and a bunch of us will all be there. We're going to have a Q&A. We're going to have a panel. Battlestar Bulletin Board will join us on the panel. So there's going to be a lot of you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have Cylons in full Cylon armor at Shore Leave. So it's going to be tremendous, guys. So please come on down. And you let us know. I know that Dave Turnbull is going to be there and Gary Herder's going to be there. They were in the Stranded Warrior. They're going to be in Colonial Warrior uniforms, screen accurate, everything that they have. Dave Fretz, who is also in the film, will also be there. I know there's going to be some others that I've met here and there that have told me they're going to be there. So we're looking forward to having you part of this. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for, being a part of the bigger Battlestar picture. And I think that, as a matter of fact, we're going to have Shore Leave come onto IFB. So the staff, the directors, managers of Shore Leave will be visiting and stopping in to IFB on a regular basis starting very soon, and they're going to tell us all about the setup, what's going on. There's a lot of celebrities coming, so we're going to have a great time. And don't forget that Jack Stauffer will be there as well as Annie Lockhart and Herb Jefferson. And we're going to show off Jack's Colonial Warrior jacket that he wore in The Second Coming, which we're auctioning off. So please, if you're interested in that, stay tuned. The first bid is come in for that jacket. It's $350 and goes up from there. And it's one of a kind. So bear that in mind. This is something that we were asked to do, and we're doing it. So, guys, silent auction style, just let us know. And after the convention, after shore leave, is when the official auction starts. But if you're interested, you can let us know, and we will jot down, your pledge, your bid, and so that's that, guys. I'm looking forward to hearing from John 1, but I was also, before John comes on, I know John, you're interested in this as well, and that is, of course, the IFB compendium. I got this a hardcover. Picked one up from Amazon, and it has all 300 plus episodes all broken down. We have QR codes, so if you find one that you want to actually watch, you just zap the QR code, it'll take you right to the episode. In the back, here's a list of all of our guests, and of course our staff is in here as well. Here we go. We have staff in there with pictures. So this is a pretty decent book. It combines all of our logs from 2020 to 2026. It's over 300 shows. Very proud of IFB and this. So thank you, Tipsy Toaster. The lion's share, the work was his effort, and so on Amazon you can get it. We'll put a link up for those that are interested. I know Mike the Bruin, you picked one up. Thank you very much for doing that. Hope you enjoyed. It's kind of cool. You're able to kind of find your favorite episodes and go back and watch. So that was that. I promised to do a little product placement for ourselves, and there you are, guys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. That brings us, of course, to John 1.
Hang on, John. I think I have this. Ready?
Go for it. Do
hang
it.
on. I gotta find it now.
Oh my God, find it. There's no such thing as find it.
I will find out.
Where is Penny?
I see that play in the background.
It's just in.
Yes. Yep. Perfect.
That's pretty good. All right, guys. Hey, you got my little design up there. I like that. That's some of my Dragon Con designs, The one on the left there looks very interesting. It looks somewhat. That model looks interesting. I don't know who it could be. Yeah. It's a picture of my wife.
Nice.
And now she's part of the nerddom forever. So, all right. We have a lot of us. The movie a lot of us are waiting for will be landing in theaters next Friday. The Mandalorian and Grogu will be in theaters starting May 22nd. It would be a series on Disney, and now they made it to a movie. I guess they can make a movie out of it. I kind of like the series, but better effects, better graphics, so it's good. So I guess it's about the fledgling Republic enlist the Mandalorian to help stopping remaining Imperial warlords. I don't like that. I like the Empire. We're an Imperial family here, so whatever. Hope he fails. Sigourney Weaver is in it. She'll be an X-wing fighter pilot, And I think all she needs is a Star Trek movie, and she'll complete the trifecta of sci-fi movies, right? Aliens, Star Wars, and now Star Trek. So she'll probably be the next.
If only Battlestar, really. Then she could complete it.
I think she'd be good. She'd be good as a Viper pilot, or maybe a female Baltar. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh. Hopefully, I can only hope. So we'll see. And True Believers, Spider-Man Noir is coming to Amazon May 27th. You can either pick to watch it either black or white or color. So to watch the series, Nicolas Cage will be the main character, Peter Parker. This will take place on Earth 90214 during the 30s, where Uncle Peter's uncle was killed by the Goblin's cronies, and he helps his aunt fighting a corrupt system. So it's probably going to be based on, villains who are like 1930 mobsters. So this is pretty fun. I've seen some previews for it. It looks great. So enjoy it. It's going to be on Amazon Plus, and you can let me know what color you're picking in, the black or white color. It looks fun. And Brendan Gleeson plays the main villain. He's a good actor. And after 3 years, Amazon's Good Omens will return for its final season. Crowley and Raphael will reunite to save the world one last time. And there is a catch. They have 90 minutes to do it and only have one episode for the season. I'm sure they can move heaven and hell to make it happen. Tune in to Good Omens on Amazon out now. Yeah, there's only one episode for the season. It's a 90-minute episode. So there goes that season. Fastest season ever. And our next stop will be Netflix's new series, Burrows. It comes from the directors of Stranger Things, the Duffer Brothers are behind it. It's about a group of aging residents in a retirement community who find out there are monsters in their community. They're aliens or monsters. It's kind of like Cocoon and E.T. So it looks pretty good. There's good actors in it. And
that sounds familiar there.
Yeah. It's like a homage to the old 80s Amblin movies. looks like a feel fun movie, like E.T., a couple movies like that. And,
Tremors.
We'll see. Tremors. And, we'll see what it is. It looks pretty fun. There's some good actors in it. Alfred Molina's in it, so it's always good. So they stick together to try to figure out what it is. So that's coming out Netflix May 21st. And my favorite duo, Rick and Morty, will start their 9th season on Cartoon Network. Promises to be a fun season. See it on May 24th. Goes up. We'll watch the Rick and Morty knows. So it's good. And Welcome to Derry has just went into production. The first season was very good. Now we'll have the writers who worked on Stranger Things, The Penguin, and Dark working on season 2. So if they're pretty good, it's going to be a good season. So I'm waiting patiently for the next season to come out. It should be sometime next fall, maybe next year, 2027. And great. Why am I not surprised? The Conjuring will be turned into a series for HBO Max. And they made enough movies, so they might as well beat this dead horse. Well, this ghostly horse now. So it better be scary as hell, or it's one season wonder, as far as I'm concerned. And DC Animation Studios have released that a Deathstroke and Bane movie will be in the works, as well as a Batman Nightfall trilogy. Comic book readers will like it. DC Animation is always doing good. Always good shows on it, so it's worth waiting for. And they're definitely outpacing Gunn's movies, which Supergirl is coming next July, I think. So definitely worth the wait. And something new. Sony Pictures have confirmed they are working on a Django Unchained and Zorro team-up movie. Okay. That looks pretty cool. Something different, something new. I would see this just for the action that has to be in it. And we'll keep you updated whatever happens. And World Gamers, Battlestar Galactica will release a roguelike game on Steam called Scattered Hopes. I think it's like a extra game for the game's already out now. So you can, command your fleet to escape the Cylons. I see this game is biased. We'll have fun. Gamers.
Agree. Harumph.
No one likes the Cylons. The poor Cylons, they're misunderstood creatures.
And we'll talk more. We can talk more about that and how the colonials started the war. Anyway,
there we go again. There we go again.
And that is enough for me. We have a great guest on tonight. I want to thank our IFB ambassador, Lola, and Rob Hillman, and helping make this tonight's guest possible, as well as Tipsy and NYPete. And enjoy the rest of the show, everyone. And John 1 is signing off.
Thank you very, very much, John. Always fun to hear updates. Also wanted to Chris Marshall jumped on. Thank you, Chris, for jumping on. We have Demi, Matt Ferd, Rob Baum, unofficial fact checker, Charlene, and Megan. Marshall. Thank you all for joining us live here on Interfleet Broadcasting.
Hello, Demi.
We have a great show tonight, and we have a great special guest. We're going to get into all kinds of info, background, just talking about Battlestar fan club, and we're going to speak with the president. Dragon Lady's going to come on, and we're going to get into stuff that people have wanted to know more about. The fan club, where it's at, what it's been doing. They do a heck of a lot of conventions and major presence when they do go out. And so I think once we get into what it is and where and what and how, people are going to be amazed. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. There's a bunch of questions. Those of you that are watching live with us, don't forget, if you have something that you think is going to add to it, or a question that you think is good for tonight and appropriate, put it up in the chat. We're going to try to get to it as quickly as we can. So just that's what the chat's for. Thank you everybody for joining. I know it's going to be good. It's going to be interesting, fascinating. James McCoy, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you and everybody else that's here. So thank you very much. I've been trying to keep up with all this great Battlestar stuff, including Paramount, right? Paramount has re-released the reimagined Battlestar Galactica.
Yep.
So have you had a
It's on
chance to
Paramount
start
Plus,
watching,
right?
John? Paramount Plus, yes, Paramount Plus. Thank you. Online. So yeah, I know that a bunch of people that I know, including George G, said that he when he heard, he put it on, he watched it, and he started, so he's going to be going through it, and he says it's holding up well. I haven't had a chance to start it up again, but I will.
I think Caprica's on there too. I love Caprica.
Oh, is it? Yeah. I would like to, if it is, I'm going to start with Caprica and then make my way into.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
It really tells a good story of Cylons.
Say again?
A lot of that cast is going to be at Dragon Con this year.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's going to be great.
James Olmos, Katie Sakos.
Wow. All right. Well, Chris, can you confirm that we have our guest in the green room?
I see them, but I do not see their video.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
Hear me, Dragon Lady, turn it on and off again, maybe?
All right. So you work on that.
Video, but
okay. All right. Well,
keep practicing.
John, you're headed to Dragon Con, correct?
Yes. I'll be there.
Okay. And you're also going to shore leave?
Yes, looking forward to shore leave. I'm already bought and paid. I'm already ready to go. So me and the minions and the family are going to make a trip of it. So we'll be there on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Excellent. Good. Very good. Yeah, we have a ton of things that we're going to be doing. We have a table at shore leave, and we have cast and crew. We're sponsoring, Stranded Warrior is sponsoring free autographs from for whoever wants to come up and talk to us, and then of course the Q&A and the panel for the Stranded Warrior. And we are also working with Jack, right? So Jack Stauffer is going to be piped in virtually. Right? So
we'll be manning his
so
table.
he's there, and he's gonna be open to talk to any fan that wants to. So we're involved with helping out and manning his table
rare
as well.
opportunity. Yeah.
So it's
I understand you're going to be auctioning his jacket from
Yep.
Battlestar 80, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be. And I got to see
the
the
second
Volpa.
coming.
Yep.
Second coming, baby. That's something, But remember that after shore leave, John, we are going to have a special world premiere on IFB for the for Interfleet Broadcasting's Stranded Warrior night. And so we'll have everybody that wants to come on, including, you're always on, but yourself and, Tiny Bean, who are actually involved in the production. So, we'll do the screening. It'll be the actual trailer, award-winning trailer, followed by the film, right? So the trailer, we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll do the film, and then everybody will come on and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss the making of. So everybody that was a part of the Stranded Warrior cast and crew, you are welcome to come on. So keep that in mind. After shore leave, we're going to have a show. John will be reaching out, or you can reach out to John and let him know that you're interested, so we can set up dates and give you a schedule for everybody to come on and talk about your, your, reminisce a little bit, your take on what's what. Because I know, John, you were there. You were part of the production crew. You took pictures, right? And oh, so yes, we're going to be sharing a lot of your pictures, John, that have never been seen before publicly, never. So that's going to be a part of it.
I took a lot of pictures. It was.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when I shouldn't have, I'm like, oh.
Oh no. So we're
Got some
we're
good
gonna
ones.
be doing, yeah, we're gonna do some, so that's a big part of it. We're gonna have a great time. So that's in the making, guys. So just be patient. A lot of people, a lot of the fans are like, oh, want to see the Stranded Warrior, want to see the Stranded Warrior. So that's coming, guys. And Triborough Film Festival in New York City. If you can make it, there you go. And if you can't, well, then there's Shore Leave. And then after Shore Leave, we will be, sharing it here. And after that, it'll live on YouTube for everyone, day and night, whoever wants to see it. So
Forever and ever and
that's
ever
that.
and ever and ever.
Are we ready, Tipsy?
She jumped out, jumped back in, and still not working. So Dragon Lady, we've had problems before with some guests. If you have your phone available, you can try that next. Because
Okay.
for some reason,
So yep,
Zoom
Dragon
is
Lady
not
says,
connecting.
give me 1 second as I'm trying to get my camera to work. No problemo.
Yep.
Hey,
There you
these
go.
things.
Ready?
Okay.
1 second.
So, no, that's Diane.
a tease.
That's Major Eamon from
Yes,
the
that's a tease.
Stranded Warrior. Oh yeah. So, yeah, we will. All right. Let's see. I know that Dragon Lady is working technical. There's some kind of technical glitches going on. I know that
And
the
this
Eastern
is why
Alliance.
Adama had no electronics on the.
That's right. So
Galactica,
the Eastern Alliance or the Cylon Empire are going to actually take credit for interfering tonight. I know it.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's being jammed. There you go. Chris Marshall confirmed. He said it's being jammed by the Eastern Alliance Ministry of Security. Of course.
Speaking of that, well, we can do something really kind of fun.
Thanks, Chris.
Ready?
You can
Ready?
lay off now.
Ready?
You can back off, Chris Marshall.
Ready? We have a sponsor that we can play for while we're waiting for Dragon Lady to come on. So here we go.
Blood's Eastern Alliance collection. You can imagine Fleet Admiral Nyland commands Commandant Leiter to capture the Lunar 7 fugitive and make him lead them to the Western Nationalists. You can imagine the fugitive fears the Eastern Alliance and runs away.
Lanceman Krebs. Yes, Commandant. Prepare for a secret mission.
Each figure sold separately. Admiral Nyland, Commandant Leitner, Lunar 7 fugitive, and
Admiral
Krebs.
Nyland
Each figure sold separately, not for use with Western Nationalist toys.
mediocre modeler.
Eastern
You
Alliance
thought it was
toys, new
a
from Blood.
one-time thing. Oh boy. Well,
Never a
that's
one-time
funny.
thing.
Yes, Chris Marshall. See what happens. See what happens. Oh man. If the Imperious leaders screaming with what? Yes, with Eastern Alliance. Yes, Eastern people. That's right, James McCoy. But hey, look, these things always seem to make their way it's a live broadcast. Jeff Walters, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. And let's see how well so Tipsy, do you have an update here, or
still working
or
it?
do we
Evidently.
still have to?
Yep.
Okay.
There is zero.
All right.
Zero
Well,
FPS being broadcast. So we may have an audio.
Okay.
piece of it,
So
I'm not
Ovions make the best honey in the universe. Just a hint of human. No, the Ovions are not interfering with the broadcast tonight. It's either
they're
Eastern
extinct,
Alliance or
thanks to the Colonials. Once again,
it's a Cylon virus. That's right,
Colonials.
Erica. It is a Cylon virus. I totally agree.
It's all the Colonials' problem.
We are, well, yeah, it always is. John, when was the last time you went to your local comic book shop?
I went the other day, as a matter of fact. I got some good stuff. I got some good first issues. I'm waiting for I think Absolute Green Arrow is coming out this week.
Oh,
that's a hot comic.
Oh boy! All right, cool. Very.
And
cool.
Roots is good. Oh, another good comic. So good comics out there, guys.
So, have you actually gotten your tickets for New York Comic Con?
No, I got my email for it. Repop sent me an email for it, so I got to wait for them to open up. I had to readjust it, and I'm on the list.
Okay.
And then they'll send it to me when they're about time to sell.
Oh, okay. Hello, Dragon Lady. Okay. All right. We know that you're there. Thank you for taking the time out. Well, listen, plenty of guests, including your hosts, have had technical difficulties. So don't worry. As long as we get it worked out, we know that you're
Which
here.
channel are they
So
on?
looking
Battlestar
forward
Galactica
to,
fan club?
and voila. And so
Voila.
I think we have worked it out.
Okay, I don't know what channel. I see two Dragon Ladies here. One Battlestar Galactica fan club.
Okay, so
Is that the one? I got
Tipsy,
it now. Yep, I got it now.
you got it? Okay.
I
All
got
right.
guys.
I got it now.
All right. Well, so one of the things we care about deeply at Interfleet Broadcasting is keeping Battlestar Galactica fandom alive. We're active and welcoming. Fan clubs have always played an important role in that, but fandom has changed a lot over the years, right? There's no question in that. Tonight, we have an exclusive interview with the president of the BFC, the Battlestar Galactica fan club, Dragon Lady, and she will explain what the BFC is today, what it offers members, and where it hopes to go from here. And we have a bunch of great questions that we're going to go back and forth, and we're going to find out. It's an exclusive
landscape, if you could.
Exclusive interview with Dragon Lady. She has never done this before, and we truly appreciate it. And so looking forward to now getting right into it. So when you're ready, Tipsy, I believe that Dragon Lady now is set.
Awesome. Give me a second here. I want to... Yeah, Dragon Lady, if you could rotate your phone, it might fill the screen better.
And Tipsy, I'm picking up there's a little bit of an echo, so can you look into that?
I'll look into that.
Okay. Okay, rock and roll.
Here we go.
And welcome to IFB Interfleet Broadcasting, Dragon Lady. Thank you for taking the time out.
Well, thank you. Finally, after all this little technical difficulties, I finally got it to work. I had to use my phone.
Yeah.
You know what? It's perfect. Number one. Number two, it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to work schedules for almost 6 years. So we're very, very happy that you're here.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Oh, that is correct. It's an honor being here today. I kind of it gave me a break from work. So
perfect excuse. Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect excuse.
Dragon Lady, tell us, for the fans who may not be familiar with the Battlestar Galactica fan club, what is the BFC and what is the mission?
Well, the BFC has been around since 2000. It is one of the oldest, if not already the oldest, fan group organization around. It started out with Sean O'Donnell and Chris Feehan, whom I know you guys know who he is, because if you guys are into Star Wars, then you'll know who he is. So those are the two founding fathers of the BFC. The BFC just started being like an online fan group, just like everybody else. Now, it is proud to say it is an LLC. It's an actual entity now. Legitimately, it can actually conduct business, especially in the state of Texas. Pretty much, the BFC, like I said, has been around for almost 26 years, coming up this coming July. And coincidentally, it's going to be at shore leave as well, supporting our very good friend, Eugene Haggerty of Radar One. I really wanted to be there because of the fact that, he lives all the way out from Florida, and he came all the way down to Houston, Texas last year to help us celebrate the 25th anniversary of the BFC. And believe it or not, hauling Radar One is a pain in the butt but he still did it. And considering he lives all the way from Florida, I really admired him for driving it all the way to Houston. That's a long drive. So, and one of the funniest thing is Eugene and I, back in the early days of the BFC, of the, other fan groups, we used to headbutt all the time because that's the way it was back then. It's always like a competition between clubs. And slowly but surely, the BFC had been the one that's always to keep everything at peace. And now, we're pretty good friends, and he showed support for the BFC last year, so I intend to do the same for him. And basically, the BFC's main thing is to keep the legacy alive, um, to continue its growth through fan connection at conventions, keeping our visibility online. And that's our main mission right now.
That's awesome. So, how about getting a little bit into how you personally became involved with the fandom, and what did that? How did you then make your way to becoming the president? Because you've been president now for a while. You've been
Yes.
doing business. You are dedicated to this, and so tell us a little bit about how did you make your way there?
Well, to be honest with you, just like everybody else, I was a fan. I mean, even though I've been a member of the BFC for quite some time, I didn't actually, really became active until maybe mid 2015. Um, I started from the very bottom, just like everybody else, and just worked my way up. And back in August, I think 2018 is when Sean O'Donnell stepped down because after I guess he said he's been around for doing the same thing for almost 20 something years, and he said it's time for some fresh blood. And I did not expect him to be passing down the BFC to me because I didn't really expect. I was just satisfied being behind the scene, doing things for the fan, for the club, for everybody else. And it just happened. And just like I said, I was just a fan when I
Cool.
started out. Yeah.
That is cool. So, did you actually get a chance to watch the classic 78 at any point, or did you step into this as a, re-envisioned? How was, that in terms of your narrative?
Actually, I did watch it when it was still, I think when they were still showing it in the air, because I was 5 years old. So I thought being a 5-year-old, the Cylons were the coolest robot because it talked.
Hell yeah.
And that was my and that was my envision of the Cylons, sadly, but and I thought that was the coolest one because it talks like, by your command. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. And the eyes were all glowing and all that. So I loved it. And no, I started out as a classic series fan, actually, to be honest with you. And then, of course, the reimagined series came along and I had to adapt also. And after watching a few episodes, I actually liked it as well. But I was a classic series fan first because I was 5 years old and I really loved that Cylon. So I'm sorry, but
Excellent. Excellent.
yeah.
So, tell us, how do you define your vision for what the BFC is supposed to be for the fans?
For me, the BFC, well, a home.
Okay, wow.
It's a home for, all the fans of both series, old, new, young, creators, prop builders, it's a home for everybody. And that's how I've always seen the BFC as a home, basically.
Cool.
That's very easy to answer.
Yeah, all right, cool. Absolutely. What do you feel the BFC has contributed to Battlestar the Battlestar Galactica community over the years? Because you've been involved now for a long time.
Mhm.
So if you look back, what do you think, BFC has given to the fandom, to the community?
I honestly believe that the BFC has actually helped keep the fandom alive through visibility at conventions, online presence. Basically, it united both fans, classic and reimagined. And I consider it also as a hub for all fans to, unite in their love for the fandom, whether you be a classic series fans or whether you be a reimagined series fans. And that's the way I see the BFC as that.
Cool. So for someone that's watching tonight who is already, in Battlestar Galactica fandom, at least online, why should they consider joining the BFC?
Well, if you want a family connection, then join us. And that's what I always try to tell my people, to make sure that the BFC is friendly, family oriented. We care for each other. Yeah, of course, like any family, we argue here and there, but what family doesn't? And I consider the BFC as my second family. So, and that's the way I always try to portray the BFC as.
Okay. So what does the membership currently offer fans beyond being part of just, a larger community? You've said the family,
Mhm.
we all understand that, but so what do the members currently, get when they join up?
Well, when they join up, they always get a exclusive, knowledge of what we have going on. Like for example, we have this brand new group called the Ravens Scorpion Shipyard. Pretty much, it's a pretty brand new group for the BFC. What it does is it builds all the props for the BFC right now. That the one that you see that the Battlestar and Raven always put out at conventions and all that. So we just started that actually recently, and we put in information regarding if we're building anything new or if we're uh, giving out something new for the fans. Like for example, right now, I'm actually having some coins made for the fans out there for the upcoming conventions. So I'm sure you guys have already seen some of the designs. And I had one of my admins put out there a note that's saying, "Hey, which one do you guys like the best?" And I think one of you guys mentioned you like the green one. Oh, that was you. Okay. Yeah, so we have a lot of things working right now, and of course, I'm also trying to work my the membership card. And I know the BFC back in the early days had an older uh, type of membership card, and I have revised that right now. So I'm hoping to get that turned into kind of like a PVC card, an actual membership cards to give out to all the members. So slowly but surely, I'm getting to it one by one, and I'm hoping to get it done pretty much mostly this year. So hopefully, I can get it out to the next two conventions we will be at.
Very cool. So that covers a lot because, the follow-up was going to be, the members only benefits. Obviously, you have the
Yeah.
challenge coins that are like the physical things when you're at the shows. So when you do meet up at the shows, these things are pretty much are they exclusive to the physical, the live shows?
I wouldn't say I tried my best to. Well, speaking of that, yeah, it is.
It is. So it's like an
Yeah,
incentive for,
yeah,
for being live and for being coming out and supporting. Yeah, which is, I mean, that's yeah.
yeah.
But
I've actually given out a few of the coins last year as well. Some of the coins that I still have, I gave it out last year, especially to those people that attended, that helped out at the conventions. I gave them out last year, so I do tend to give them out.
yeah, which is great. And then the online presence that you guys maintain on your website,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which many of us are members of, there is communications there. Is there a newsletter that you guys put out?
No, there used to be one back in the early days, but as of right now, we don't have that yet, and we're trying to get to that as well. I have to ensure that, 'cause with everybody's schedule, it's kind of hard to really put something together just like that. So we have to have somebody that is dedicated to be able to do that right now. So at the moment, we don't, but in the future, we will have one.
Okay, so that leads then to the idea that, connectivity is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So and being that you have a really robust web presence, your web page
Mm-hmm.
it's been there and it's actually functional, and there's ways to do, get involved with different groups that are present in the web page. Um, what else is there that you can tell us about in that web page? So there's going to be some fans that are going to do conventions only,
Mm-hmm.
some fans that do conventions and want to be in touch through your, digital media, and maybe some fans that are just going to do digital media. So how do you handle that?
Well, as of right now, we don't have anything in place just yet, concrete in place, because, like I said, we don't have a dedicated team right now for that one. But we are looking at other ways of being able to accommodate a lot of the fans that might want to do what you just said. As of right now, we don't have anything yet that's completely in place, but we are working on it. So hopefully in the near future, we will have one.
Very cool. Just I need to bring up a comment from Dave Turnbull. Dragon Lady and the members there in Texas were gracious hosts to us visiting members from the East and West Coast at Comic Palooza. So I just want to throw that up before it gets buried up on the chat. So
Yes, they were part of our, I guess, our private dinner last year from Comic Palooza with the 25th anniversary. So they were there, and we were glad to have them with us. And we really appreciate you all support last year.
oh yeah, Dave and Gary
Yeah.
when the two of them come out, they're dressed in like screen accurate. They're like the equivalent of the 501st
Oh
for
yeah, I had to
classic
stare. I
Battlestar.
had to stare at them last year, and I was
Yeah.
like, looking at them up and down. So
Yeah, they were great. They're great wherever they go. And they're going to be at Shore Leave with us. So that's great too. As a matter of fact, I mean, you probably have guessed it that they were part of the Stranded Warrior, the fan film, and they
mm-hmm.
just brought that energy and it's really cool when guys are dedicated, as you well know. I know that a lot of the BFC they do the reimagined cosplay, and
Yes.
they do it spot on, right? It's like, movie accurate, TV accurate, and our guys, the few that do the movie or TV accurate are, at the top. Dave Fretz, Gary, Dave, and there's a few others, but those
Yeah.
guys are spot on. Um, I wanted to mention that IFB talks about, or at least mentions often enough, that keeping classic science fiction fandom alive is important. What role do you think the BFC plays in keeping Battlestar Galactica alive for, the other fan, not only us, but maybe for future fandom?
Well, just by showing support for the fandom itself is a very big thing. Like when you guys go to conventions, you show your love for that particular, for the classic series by dressing up. And actually, speaking of that, I've been trying to build my own costume, which I'm hoping, sometime next year I'll be able to show everybody on that, because I've been working on my own costume for the classic series. And now,
Ooh,
since I actually have my own Colonial Warrior helmet.
helmet.
Yes, Dan Joplin gave it to me last year during the 25th anniversary of the BFC. And I'm sure there are some photos of that floating around somewhere. It actually has a raven skull on the helmet on top of it as my insignia.
Oh,
So
yes.
I'm hoping to debut all of that together as my way of showing support for the classic series fan. And I've always been a fan of the classic series as well. Like I said, I've been a fan since I was 5 years old, and also having met a lot of the classic series cast members, such as recently my two favorite ladies, Lorette and Sarah. They are just two precious people. They are wonderful to be around with. And last year, they were also with us for the Comic Palooza. I mean, at Comic Palooza for the 25th anniversary. They are just gracious people. And, the more I hang around with them, the more I fall in love with the classic series. Um, you know, and I'm just going to continue my support for them.
So we were told that you had a lot to do with helping getting them to Comic Palooza, that you were also integral in getting, like you had said earlier, Raider 1
Mm-hmm.
to Comic Palooza, that you actively were involved, and that everybody that doesn't know, it's a good thing because it shows your dedication to the fandom, to BFC, and that so you did. And I know that it's not something that is very well known, nor is it a thing for you to advertise, but it was brought to our attention, and so we just wanted to share that. And
let me take a guess. Let me take a guess. Rob, one of my good friend, because there's only 2 people that knows about it.
Well, I'm gonna drink to cheer you on, and so I don't know.
Yes. I mean, since you already mentioned it, there were some difficulties trying to get into Comic Palooza last year because, for my understanding, they had less space, so they can only fit so much people, so much things, and all that. So, and I was determined to ensure that the BFC celebrates, silver anniversary. I was determined to make it, special and all that. So I did my best to negotiate with Comic Palooza last year to get Raider One in, and we came to an agreement. So, because they didn't have any space for Raider One last year at Comic Palooza, but I did manage to get them in, and I flew in most of our guests, whom you already know, Sarah Rush, Lorette Spang, Eric Chu, and my girl, Luciana Caro, and Leia Kearns. I did spend quite a bit of money for that. I'm not going to tell the amount because you're probably going to have a heart attack when you find out. So, but I was saving for it, for the actual, for the actual event. I was determined to make, it a very special event for everybody that's going to be in attendance, to include whomever we invited, and also for the fans, and all that's able to make it there. And let's just keep it at that, because like I said, you're gonna have a heart attack when you find out the amounts.
Well, the fans definitely appreciated your input and your negotiation skills, and they so thank you for stepping up and doing that. I know that it was well received by everybody. We were surprised when we heard about it. We're like, oh my God, that's great, look at this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a little chat with that rat.
He said he'll take it on the chin, is what he had said something about.
Oh, because we're about to visit him in the next couple of months, so his wife's gonna hear about this.
It's a good thing though, and I think it should be. It was well received, and I know that you are a private person, but it's also nice to know that someone at the helm is willing to step up and do what you're doing. So thank you for that.
I'm the type of person that actually don't advertise those kind of things. I just like doing things behind the scene, and that's how I've always been. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate your openness. I wanted to ask you about the Battlestar Raven fleet models. So they're part of your convention presence. The fans seem to love them. I know that a good friend of ours, Sean Shallow from Battlestar Bulletin Board, he got to see them, and he posted and he videotaped them, and commented, and amongst others. So is it just a display? Is it part of education or recruitment, celebration, maybe something else? What's your take on it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything you just said. First of all, it's my personal collection, built for me by Dan Joplin. I think I saw him pop into the into the interview. He is our chief builder. Believe it or not, it all came about at Allcon at the old location, and I've always wanted to have a model, and I never thought he would end up building a 6-foot long. So I was fine with the little model, but hey, after a year and a half of building the first model, which was the Raven, and it's pretty rare. It's one of its kind because of the way what's built. It's not just a kit; it's a mixture of everything. So if I'm sure there are plenty of photos floating around. Up close photos that you can see. There's little um, Raptors, Colonial Vipers in the launch tubes, and you know, even I surprised myself because there are. If I looked inside the launch bay, it has like an actual what do you call it like an above, there's ladders in there so
Oh, wow.
that's
Wow.
how detailed it is.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, and it even surprised me because I didn't even know that it was in there until I
Wow.
saw an up close photo of it. So but yeah, and it's also for show at conventions is to show for the fans to see pretty much. So it's both of everything that you just said. It's a yeah.
So, is there a way that fans can participate in or contribute to the BFC activities, even if they're not model builders or even go to conventions?
I mean, for the fans, I mean, they're more than welcome to come and just join us. Pretty much, everybody is free to come and join us, and we're more than happy to help them. To have them there. Pretty much, I always tell people, hey, just come out and meet us, join us, and we'll go from there.
Cool. All right. I just wanted to actually recognize a filmmaker who's actually made some really great announcements very recently. Demetrius, thank you for dropping in on IFB. We're here with the president of the BFC, the Battlestar Galactica fan club, Dragon Lady. So we have a great interview. We're getting all this background information. We're getting an opportunity for Dragon Lady to talk for herself and let everybody know. I mean, you've been doing this for many years. You've been representing for many years. How is the BFC organized?
Well, the BFC is organized into small groups, just like everything else. We have fans worldwide. We have groups worldwide, and the fact that if a group wants to represent the BFC, all they got to do is tell us, and we support them. Just like one of our groups out in North Carolina, the Tri-Remy. They always represent us at conventions and all that. And, we provide them support. Just like, let's see, what was the other con? Oh, yeah. The recent ones that we went to is Retro Expo. Everybody got together. So it's pretty easy.
Cool. Okay. How is the leadership structure set up and what roles exist within the club?
Well, just like everything else, the leadership structure is going to be like from the president, the vice president, and the deputy vice president. So pretty much, if I was to ever step down, one of them will take over. But also at the same time, there's always been a contingency plan for the BFC that if, for some reason, that the vice president and the deputy vice president can't take over, I can always appoint somebody from outside. So, and that's always been the plan that the previous predecessor of mine have always had in place. It's always the president that has the last saying to whomever's going to take over. And of course, you would want somebody to take over that's actually going to protect the BFC and the legacy it has started. Making sure that whatever the founding fathers has, planned for the BFC, that they will continue to follow that. And that's how it's always been structured.
I know that there's also a quorum. You have a quorum of 12, I believe. And I know that was...
Yes, we've been trying to get that back up.
Okay.
So pretty much that's still in the works.
But it had been.
Yes, it had been. It had been in the early days.
Yeah.
It had been up. But unfortunately, like everything else, it sometimes just go to the side. So we're trying to get that back up to trying to get more participation on that. And that's why, we're trying to put other things that will attract people that might want to do that when we go out to conventions.
Interesting. Okay, so since you say you are definitely open to having the quorum reconstituted. I know that on the webpage there are openings. Many of the positions are filled, but there are definitely available positions. Could you tell us if there were interested parties? I mean, tonight we're gonna obviously we're gonna reach out to thousands of fans. If they want to get involved and let's say they might be interested in something like the quorum or the quorum of 12. Just what do you do? How I'll maybe I'm interested. What does it mean, or what's your vision now that you're putting it, trying to reestablish it?
Well, my vision to that is participation and further growth into the quorum of 12. So basically, I would want a group of people that's actually just not just joining and then disappearing. I want them to participate because like the old saying goes that what you put into your membership is what you get out of it, and that's what I want to see happen. Is when you join a group or you want to be a part of a position, of course you're going to have to do the work for it. And I want more participation because that's how you keep everything alive. And that's my vision for right now, is to get more participation out of it. um Creativity. So I want to see that.
Cool. So, do you think organized fan groups can influence studios by showing that there is still an active audience for Battlestar Galactica?
Oh, absolutely, because it shows the studios that there's still a need for the fandom. When groups get together and they see them in a convention just like that, then they see, hey, there's still the need and love for the fandom. And I believe that Battlestar Galactica has that fan base. So that's why I always, it's always been my firm belief that, you know, all the fan groups out there shouldn't be competing with each other. They should be working together to keep the legacy alive. And I've always been a firm believer of that.
Exactly. And so speaking of the legacy, you actually, I believe you got to deal with Richard Hatch and, talking about, his visions and his, keeping the faith. So does that still resonate with you?
Yes, it does. In fact, right after Galacticon 4, actually, not that you brought that up, right after Galacticon 4, I never thought that, he would actually text me back. And his last words to me was, Cherry, will you help me keep the faith alive? And back then, I never understood what he meant by that. Look, I never really did. And looking back, well, everybody knows that he died after. I mean, everybody knows he died a few years back. So, and when I found that he died a few years back, it was 2 weeks after I got back from my deployment. At that time, I was literally standing at my kitchen when Steve Tweed called me. He's my ex on the Raven, and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm standing in my kitchen trying to cook." "Well, you might want to sit down." I said, "Why?" And then he told me that's when Richard died. And that's when I understood what he meant back then, by, asking me help keep the faith alive. So it does truly resonate with me because, surprisingly, before I met Richard Hatch, before Sean O'Donnell introduced me to him, I thought he was the weak, wicked um, character in the reimagined series because of Tom Zarek. But Sean said to me, "You'll be surprised when I introduce you to him." So yeah, so when we met at G3 and we got introduced to each other, I was surprised. He was the sweetest guy ever. So, and he taught me a lot. He said the fans, fuel everything. Without the fans, there is no BSG. And of course, I also believe that without the fans, there's no BFC. There's no, other groups out there because they're the ones that fuels everything, the love for the fandom. So it does resonate with me.
Excellent. So let's talk a little bit about, bigger visions, future visions. What should members expect from the BFC in 2026 and beyond?
Ooh, uh, well, I mean, we're working on a few projects right now, which I can't tell everything right now online. But expect that the BFC, I mean, the BFC has always remained right now, in Texas. So for the very first time, we'll be going to UltraCon outside all the way out to Florida. And if you guys have been watching our social media, it will be the first time that all three will be together. Raider One, Team BSG, and the BFC. So that will be the first time that we, personally, at least for the BFC, has ventured out of its main hub. So expect that the BFC will be appearing at other cons outside of Texas so we can get to meet the fans. So hopefully, we gain more visibility that way. We gain more members that way, attract new members, young, old, what have you. And we'll go from there.
So where do you see the BFC say 5 years from now?
5 years from now. Well, it will, for me, my main thing right now is going to continue to grow. Is going to continue to represent the legacy of Battlestar Galactica, whether it be, the classic series or the reimagined series. 5 years from now, hopefully, it'll be a lot bigger. Um, it will continue to show its love and lead other groups to continue loving the BFC and BSG. And hopefully, it gets passed on to the younger generation.
So you mentioned getting together with you said in Florida with other Battlestar fan groups. How can shows like ours, Interfleet Broadcasting, or fan creators and independent fan communities work with the BFC in a positive way?
Well, my firm belief on that one has always been the same, through collaboration. Collaboration is very important when it comes to, to working together. I've always been a firm believer that if you work together, you can achieve anything. Like whether you're a creator, whether you're a prop collector, what have you, artists, if you work together, you can achieve anything. And that's in a good, positive way.
We have a very, very pertinent question that was put up in our chat. And it's come up many times. I know you have the perfect answer for it, but how did you get the call sign Dragon Lady?
Very simple. I got it through playing paintball.
Okay.
Yes. Playing paintball because I never back down in a fight. And pretty much, I guess I remember getting shot at through paintball and pretty much literally lit it up. And my teammates was trying to hold me back because I was going after this guy, and it's like, whoa, slow down, slow down. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. And it's pretty much I don't back down on the fight. That's how I got my call sign Dragon Lady. So, but yeah, it's a very simple. It's through paintball. That's how I got my call sign, and then I've always retained it since then. People, um, call me Dragon Lady, and actually, the very first person to call me Dragon Lady was my husband.
Okay, then there it is. It ain't going anywhere, which is great. But thanks for bringing that up, guys. In the chat, I'm trying to do my best to keep up with the comments. What is one thing you wish fans better understood about the BFC? Right, so it's the Battlestar Galactica fan club. It is the one that's been around and continues for decades. It's I believe it is the oldest fan club still around, actively around.
Yes.
So how explain what can a fan that might have heard or not or interested or not or is or this or that, how do you make them understand this is BFC, and we want you, hypothetically, we want all of you to know ABC about us, and we'd like you to support. What does that mean to you? Could you explain or elaborate?
Well, for me, the best way of explaining that, is if you want a family-oriented group, that would be us. The BFC is pretty big in family. We're a very tight-knit family, and and we would like to keep it that way. We've always firmly believed that when you joined us, you would let's just say you've seen what's been going on around the world, correct? So it's kind of like when you stepped into the BFC, our main thing is positivity, family, you enjoying, what you believe in, especially Battlestar Galactica. And that's the way I want in them, when they're joining, and that's what I expect them to see. It's pretty much, well, I guess the easiest way of saying it is if you want something family oriented, that's the BFC it is.
Excellent. What are you most proud of during your time with the BFC?
Well, it has grown in, everything. When I say everything, it started out as an online group, and now it's an LLC. So that's one thing. And then of course, it's members. We have such good members, and the membership has grown through the years. And then of course, it's recognition, it's accomplishment. If you were to type the BFC, that's the first thing that will come up when you typed in, anything about Battlestar Galactica. So it's getting out there, the recognition. And the fact that we have a big fan base now, it's just not stateside, it's also worldwide. And I'm very proud of that, the BFC is getting recognized as one of the top groups out there. And, I could not have done it just by myself, though, without my staff support, the fans and its members. And that's the one thing I'm most grateful about.
How many members do you currently have? Give or take, that doesn't have to be perfectly exact, but.
Well, right now, if I was to go into the website and, including our online presence and all that, probably, I would probably say between 6,000 to 7,000.
Active members.
Active members.
Wow, that is impressive.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. All right, so that then leads us to the obvious. Where can fans learn more, join, volunteer, or connect with the BFC?
Well, if you want active participation, or if you want, up close, join us in one of the cons. Our upcoming con is Abilene Comic Con, which is the local con in Texas where the Raven Fleet is located at. Dan Joplin will be there. The Builders will be there. And then our next con will be Shore Leaf. And then after that, UltraCon. The best way of connecting with us is not just through online presence, but also, in person. And that's why I highly suggest to follow us on our social media for our upcoming conventions. The one that I just mentioned, those three.
Since we're going, IFB is going to have a really big presence at Shore Leave. We are hopefully going to be able to hook up with Raider One, and we've backed it and advertised it as well. Are you going to be joining us there as well?
Shore Leave?
Yes.
Oh yes, I will be there as well.
You are going to be at Shore Leave.
Yes, I am going to
Awesome.
be at Shore Leave personally, because I made a promise to my good friend Eugene. I will be there. He came out and supported me last year, and I will do the same to him.
Okay, then we invite you to our panel where we'll screen The Stranded Warrior.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be honored.
Excellent. So that is a way that we actually can then, bring things together. Shore Leave has been very good to us. They are giving us the screening and they're giving us the panel. So we're going to be doing, the Q&A. And it'll be great. I know that Battlestar Bulletin Board is going to be joining us. Colonial Warrior, Commander Kane Paul Rotter representing will be there as well. So there's going to be a fair share of, community, Battlestar community. And now, like you've been saying, with the BFC, that you're going to be there and, Raider One. And so if you were to join us, I think it's a good show of how we can all come together.
Actually, in fact, all the top 3 for the BFC will be there.
Good, fantastic. So we'll
and others will be there as well. So
that's great.
We just haven't put it out there yet because we're going, con to con. So, but yeah, the top 3 for the BFC will be there. Stephen Elliott and of course the Deputy Vice President Leslie Willis will be there as well.
Fantastic. So look, we have an opportunity to, pool all of our resources together. It's going to be a really, really good thing. I know that when I spoke to Don, who is, one of the heads of Shore Leave organizer, he says to me, wow, you Battlestar guys are doing a lot, and it's actually Star Trek's 60th anniversary. And I was like, listen, you can handle with the other groups. There are so many Star Trek groups. I said, I know that they'll be involved. I know there's Stargate involved. There's a Star Wars involved. You don't need any of, my energy except to be focused on Battlestar and what we're doing. And, so he was impressed. And so it's going to be a great time, guys. We really look forward to having everybody there. And it's a pleasant surprise to know that yourself is going to be there. We weren't aware of that, so thank you for sharing that.
Can't wait to meet you in person.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have a great time. Let me ask you this then. What message would you like to give Battlestar Galactica fans who are still keeping the faith after all these years?
After all these years, well, keep doing what you're doing. That's the best thing I can say.
Well said. Now we have to bring this up, and it's the elephant in the room. It's the 50th anniversary of classic Battlestar Galactica is coming up quickly, and on our part, Interfleet Broadcasting is trying to figure out what exactly we can do so that we have our part of the dedication to the fandom. We want to be out there, we want to be able to give back, and I have a feeling that there's not going to be a lot of interest from the big powers, right? So that's okay, right? If the big powers are not that interested for whatever their reasons, distractions, right? Universal or otherwise, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't do something. So we've thrown around a couple of ideas. We've actually talked about them here publicly, and so we want to bring that up now. We still have enough time to be able to do something, and at a minimum, IFB has the ability to put together a virtual celebration, right? We can bring, use our resources to do at least that. So have you had any thoughts on, the fact that this 50th anniversary is coming up, and, we should definitely try to, do a big celebration. The 50th, only comes around once. Any thoughts?
Actually, now that you brought that up, I actually have been planning something on the side as well, which I'll probably be talking to my staff members here pretty soon anyways, as soon as we see each other come shore leave. So if you want to be a part of it, we'll give you a little sneak peek of it. So, but yes, I have been thinking about that, and I think might have heard you mention it somewhere. And I think it's a great idea. I think one of the main things I thought that we could probably all do is get all the groups together, all the other fan groups out there, and the old saying goes, if you work together, you can make anything happen.
Yeah, that's your quorum at 12. Then you've got all the different ships.
Yes, there's strength in numbers. I think, like we'd mentioned, we discussed, if we can pull something off, and it can have multiple facets, right? It can be a virtual celebration, plus maybe we can bring something together at a con, like we've done now with Shore Leave. We've put that all up and do that, right? That would be fantastic. And like we said, maybe that's what's needed to bring more attention. I got a request earlier. I think it was it may have been yesterday or today, and we discussed this on the show. Waiting for you. Paramount Plus has re-released the Reimagined. Have you thought about watching it again? Or what are your feelings on that? Does it, because I know that I want to dig in. I want to watch it again.
Caprica.
Starting with Caprica, of course, that's one of our favorites. But what does that make you feel? How do what are you pulled?
Actually, I'm gonna watch it again. Binge watch it. So.
Excellent. Do you have a favorite episode?
I knew that was coming.
Let's see. I think my favorite one is when let me see, what is
okay.
I'm trying to remember.
How about your favorite season?
Season 1.
Okay, see, all right. So I asked the episode, sometimes that's a thing, but season 1, all right, excellent. And what's your opinion on Caprica? Did you enjoy Caprica? Because we're Tipsy and I are big Caprica fans.
Well, I didn't quite watch the Caprica version. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to actually watch it, but I do own. But I do try to look it up and try my best to watch it. I haven't actually had a chance to watch it.
Yeah,
and
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it.
Yes, I think you will. Blood and Chrome. What's your take on Blood and Chrome?
That one I like.
Okay. All right.
Cool. It's good to really see the younger Husker Adama and all that. It's really good to see him in that version. So
that's awesome. And what if any of the original have stayed with you?
Ooh. In what sense?
Which one's your favorite original episode? Yeah.
The ones that resonated with me, because I was only like 5 years old, but I really enjoyed seeing the Cylons. So, even though I'm not a Cylon fan, but I love the Cylons during the series.
No.
So
wait
not
till
a Cylon fan.
Shore
Now I'm crushed. Ah.
Hey.
Shore Leave. Wait till Shore Leave. We're gonna have from reports that we've gotten, we're gonna have probably 3 Cylons at classic
Nice.
Cylons at shore leave. So stay
Nice.
tuned for that. Oh yes. And we may even have the Vulpa, the Command Centurion in gold.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, he will be
So
there. But
I'm looking
yes,
forward to
Count
this
Ibley will be
then.
there as well, I'm sure.
Count Ibley will be there as well. Yes.
I'm looking forward to this then.
Oh, we're gonna have a fun time. And it doesn't matter that it's a Star Trek celebration. We're gonna make
Yeah,
it
oh
a
my gosh, we took it
Battlestar
over, didn't we?
celebration.
Poor guys. Hey,
Yeah, it's okay. Look, there's plenty of plenty of Star Trek fandoms and groups. They can do their thing,
Star
which they
Wars,
will. Not a problem. And like you mentioned earlier, we have Chris Fian, who is very big in the 501st Empire City
Oh
Garrison.
yes.
So he does our Star Wars updates. And of course, we have our Star Trek updates with Admiral Brand Stimson from the International Star Trek Association that comes on and does those for us. So, we try to cover all the bases in terms of the big franchises. And, Battlestar, of course, is the reason that we're on tonight. If it wasn't for Battlestar, we wouldn't
we
have
wouldn't have
had
met,
IFB. But
Yeah, it's the
we
same thing with the BFC. Without the Battlestar and without the fans, there's no VFC. So
absolutely, absolutely. So, Dragon Lady, we're really, really appreciative that you took the time out.
Yep.
We want to thank you for giving us the exclusive, and we look forward to helping in our own way to keep Battlestar Galactica going. Tipsy, I know that you have, I don't know, there's a couple of things that you
I
want to
just
bring
wanted
up.
to, I mean, so, we've seen a lot of things back and forth with Universal and, their Paramount Plus and all these other things that they actually still own the Battlestar Galactica, old and new. And the thing is recently, I wouldn't say recently, it was probably the last 6 months, they said that they, at one point in time, we got something written, we're going to have Kinsberg going to film it, this guy's going to be the directing it. And again, it fell through again. And I know that other fan groups have gotten out there in regards to things like The Expanse. I don't know if you remember, The Expanse, really big fan groups. I mean, they got together and they sent a rocket into space and they flew a thing over top of Bezos's house or Amazon or whatever else to reinvigorate the thought of picking that back up. Do you think there's a way that we can get them to pick Battlestar back up? Is there, back in the day, I'd say, and this is going to date me, we'd start a letter writing campaign.
actually, since you mentioned that, Tipsy, I believe my previous predecessor did the same thing back then. They wrote to the studios, to extend the classic series Battlestar Galactica, and I believe, like I said, if all the groups get together and write the studios, I think we can make it happen.
Well, I'd love to see. We got to do something, right? We got to keep our,
Yeah.
got to keep the story alive. And granted, we're keeping the story alive as fans, and that it'll always stay with us. We got to reinvigorate new fans. We've got to get people to see the Battlestar Galactica old and new from the very first. I mean, we're talking 2004 now, and we're talking 1978. These are.
I mean,
dates,
if that's not a good sign, that's
those are dates that
what
are
else?
way back. Yeah, they're dates way back, and unless we reinvigorate Hollywood and we reinvigorate, that's kind of what we did with, you can't make any money on fan films, but we had the idea for a fan film. We wanted to put the fan film out. We wanted to have a story. Granted, it was only a 14 minutes that we could get out there, but it's still, or 15 minutes. It's still something that, we wanted to reinvigorate people and get other people to look at it. But really, what really counts is getting Amazon Studios or somebody else to buy this thing out, right? If they buy it out, take it over. Even books. I mean, the thing is, we've looked into, we've written a couple of different books and started on some other things. But if we could get the studios to give us a book deal, I mean, but the problem is the studio wants money, the ducats. They
Oh, yeah,
want the
absolutely.
money. So the only way this thing moves forward is, I don't know, dues or money or buying out something that has to happen. Otherwise, it's gonna sit on somebody's desk back in Hollywood until someone does something, and they're not gonna put it anywhere unless they're gonna make money off of it. And it's unfortunate that they don't have passion like the fans do, and they have just money. And we had Richard for a while, and I love Richard to death, and he was a great person. And he was willing to throw his mortgage out. I mean, he dumped a lot of money into the Second Coming, and all of these things, and it all it's still there. It's still out there. His books are still there. The stuff is there, but it's just not moving forward. Do you think somehow we can get together as a fan group, all the fan groups, and put this together? And if so, I don't know how. How do we get them to take notice? I mean, do we do like we do with the Expanse did when they fly a plane over top with a trailer at the end of it? Save the Expanse, or hashtag Save Galactica, or help Galactica find Earth, or some kind of thing that we can pop out there and show them that, hey, this is still a viable project. This is still a viable thing. There is still fans out there that want this to happen, whether it be old or new universe. It doesn't matter anymore to me. I don't, I love the old, I love the new, I love, it'd be great to cross them over. I love Caprica because it did cross them over. But those are the, it's the getting together the fandom, getting together the groups, getting together the people, and uniting under one flag and saying, can we do this? Can you help us? What can we do to make you, Hollywood, get off your and do something about it? I don't know what we can do.
I've always said that, numbers makes a big difference. So if you have the numbers and the visibility and presence all together, all three of them together, it can happen.
Sounds good.
Sounds
good. Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Let's launch this ship.
Let's do it. Dragon Lady, thank you again. Please don't be a stranger. If and when you have the time
new comes out, yeah.
Yep. And everybody
put the link to the
announcements or anything, we're going to share the link to BFC online, so that anybody might be interested, wants to see, go to your webpage, check that out. You're constantly working on it. And social media, you have social media. They can follow social media, see where you're at, come and see you. We're all going to be at Shore Leave, guys. So this is a great opportunity for everyone to come along. Yep. What was the other convention that you're going to be at, Dragon Lady?
Like I said, for this upcoming month, it's going to be the Abilene Comic Con. So I'm coming to Texas for that. And also UltraCon. That's when all three, in Florida. It's the first time that the BFC will ever venture out of Texas for right now. But it will happen. So, and I've actually been talking to Irving Santiago, which is the owner of UltraCon. And he did, he has been telling me, hey, if you know anybody that's willing to be kind of like a sponsor for the con, make sure I mention it. So if anybody's willing to sponsor UltraCon, just let us know, and we'll be glad to relate to UltraCon. So
excellent. Very, very good. So again, thank you so much for sharing your background, insights, goals, coming on to IFB as an exclusive interview with us. So we've enjoyed your time. Thank you. And again, open door policy. We want you to come back.
Yeah, please.
And as a matter of fact, you can send anyone else that you want. If you're caught up, we all have lives. We all have schedules. It took us 6 years to get you on. We don't want it to be another 6, but you can always send a rep, and we will gladly fit them in, so that we can keep keep the connection going, keep everything moving. So please keep that in mind. And we thank you, and we look forward to meeting up with you and the groups at Shore Leave.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, we are actually very much looking forward to that. It's been a while since we've seen Eugene last year, but I'm really looking forward to that. So, and thank you for having me here. It was a big break for me from work. Actually, I was planning to send Leslie Willis for this interview, but I got forced to do it because they said it's time. And then finally, of course, an opening came along, so it just altogether fell in altogether. So
the
well, thank you very much.
I'll say it's the beings of light made that happen. Yes.
And I will deal with that little rat as soon as I talk.
Be kind to him. Be kind, though. Be kind.
I will try.
Well, Dragon Lady, here's to you.
Here's to you. Thank you.
Here's to keeping the faith, and to Battlestar Galactica. Long live BSG and all its forms, and hopefully and others as well.
Yep.
So here's to
Thank you, sir.
Fans feel the fleet.
Cheers.
Thank you all.
Take care.
Take care.
Wow, what a great interview, man.
That was great,
that was awesome. So we got into the foundations. We got into basically all the generic questions that have been floating around. Anything that you kind of wanted to know about, she touched upon, and we got a little bit of the insider scoop as to what is in the makings for the future, currently, and forward, which is great. And I like the idea that BFC is going to be physically branching out to other conventions and going, coming out to the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
which is great.
Yeah, it's get the fan group going. I don't know if they charge dues or anything, but I mean, get that fan group going. So. Get on there. Get involved. Find out what you can do. I'm sure there's some charity stuff that we could probably be doing as well.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. It's just like the 501st does all the time.
Yeah.
So I think
it's great, man. I'm really excited to know that there is another active group out there, right? That
there's so many groups, though. I mean,
there are, but
Battlestar Galactica fan club. We've got we've got Sean Shallow and his Battlestar bulletin board. We've got Colonial Warriors. We've got all of these people are passionate about Battlestar, whether it be old or new, and I think you pull your resources together and you unite as different kingdoms under one flag. You can make some things happen.
Yeah, no, I agree totally. And so I'm glad we got a chance to bring that up. And Dragon Lady made the announcement that she herself will be representing BFC with her team at Shore Leave. And now we look forward to having her on the panel with us, right? The Stranded Warrior Battlestar Galactica panel. Hopefully we're waiting to hear back from another group that's not a group, but it's an individual that does a lot of Battlestar Galactica, very cool stuff, has a very strong presence out there, has a YouTube channel and social media platform. So I'm waiting to find out if he can come out, and of course he'll be on the panel with us. So it'll be fun because we'll be able to discuss the Stranded Warrior, right? So we do the screening, we do the trailer, we do the screening, and then we do the panel. We talk about the actual fan film and the world that we try to bring to life as a live action short showcase. But then the bigger picture is talking about Battlestar Galactica and what that means. So that's part of the panel, right? So yes, it's a Q&A about the Stranded Warrior, but it also encompasses Battlestar Galactica in general. And so we've asked Dragon Lady and others representing to come on to the panel with us and join us in a Q&A. so that we can open it up and maybe field questions that are not just related to the actual film itself, because the film represents a showcase of our passion,
Yeah.
which is Battlestar Galactica. So that's kind of big picture. So we're going to incorporate both, right? We're going to talk about the film itself, but we're also then going to talk about Battlestar Galactica in a bigger sense, and what it means to bring it, into the world and compete against Star Wars fan films, Star Trek fan films, and all the other fan films that we've competed. We were selected and screened in Ireland at International Film Festival May the 4th,
Poland,
which
I
was
think we did too.
basically a Star Wars, festival, and we were screened there. So we were able to wedge ourselves in there and represent Battlestar Galactica, showcase what the fans can do, right? And keep it going in our own way, give back, right? So,
I call it, and I think in our work we call it win. What's important now?
Yeah.
So we've done some stuff. We've gotten people together.
Yep.
What's next? What's important now?
Yes.
Now that we've done these things. Now that we have a fan, there's a fandom there. What can we do? Where are we going? As a united front, what can we do to help?
Yeah, you know what? That could be the theme of the panel itself.
Yeah.
I think that's a good launching point, is what's important now, and what's important is keeping the faith and keeping it going. So like we did this, so what's the next step? And I think we need to make a big splash at the 50th anniversary. I think it's super important that we do that.
Huge, yeah. That has to be something huge that that's nationwide, people want to come to, worldwide people want to come to. Whether it be online or at a location,
or both.
Or both. Maybe we just take over Shirley. I mean, that's it. We already are, pretty much. I feel kind of sorry that, hey, sorry, we're bringing all this stuff for Shirley. We're like, it's a Star Trek thing. Not anymore.
Yeah, well, look, like I said, and we will discuss here on IFB when we have Shore Leave on.
Yeah.
We're bringing our own slice, right? So think of what we refer to in New York as a pizza pie, and it's cut up into typically 8 slices, and
dripping with grease.
Battlestar Galactica is one slice of the pie. Not what you eat in Wyoming, but what you eat in a normal pizza. So that's what we're doing, and ours is robust. Like if you ever look at when they cut the pizza pie, it's usually there's a slice that might be slightly bigger. Well, that might be us, but there's plenty of other groups that are going to be at Shore Leave representing the others, right? The Stargates, Star Trek, and whatever other groups that are going to Shore Leave. That we don't step on their toes. We don't need to represent them. They have their own representation. We are going to be doing it for Battlestar, and I'm glad that we're kind of coming together to make it even like more robust. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. So we're looking forward to that. So stay tuned. Watch our social media. We're very proud of what we're able to give back to the fandom, which was our fan film, award-winning fan film, 35 awards that we earned, and we went into this, at least my perspective, Chris, which I've mentioned many times, was it's a showcase of Battlestar Galactica fans' talent, and we put ourselves out there, not only as individual fans with talent and skill, but Battlestar Galactica. So we were able to put out a fan film and send it around the world and have people see it that never have probably seen
before, and maybe
any
now they're
Battlestar.
watching Battlestar.
It could be.
Yep.
Right, it could be, and that was one of the reasons that we decided to take that angle on and send it out. Right, so we had people now watching it, and we gave back. Right, we wanted to give back to the fandom, and this is one of the ways that we're doing that. right? We were representing plenty of the Star Treks and the Marvel superhero, Batman and whatever, fan films. They're all out there and they're strong, and there's Harry Potter ones, and there's some really cool stuff out there. So we wanted to put ourselves out there and have people see it. And it was well received, obviously, and we're very proud of what we did. And we hope that you guys enjoyed as much as we did. It was a labor of love, and so very soon you'll be able to see it, because we'll have that night, that IFB premiere, and then
looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it's going to be on YouTube. It'll live on YouTube day and night for everyone else.
Just like everything that goes on YouTube, it stays there forever.
Forever. And that's where it'll be, guys. So just be patient a little bit more.
20, 30 years from now, people are like, wow, there's a Battlestar Galactica. Wow, check that out.
Yeah. So
hopefully,
if you can't make it to the Triborough Film Festival and you can't make it to Shore Leave, guys, in August, we will have the world premiere of both the trailer and then the film, which has never been shown that way before. And it'll be here on IFB. We're going to have cast and crew come on, and everybody will give, commentary. And of course, Tipsy Toaster was the director, so he'll be giving you some insider information on parts of the story, and that'll be out. And then we'll put it up on YouTube following that. So in August, it'll be up. So just be a little bit more patient. Thank you for the response. Right, Chris? A lot of fans were like, come on, where can I see it? I saw a post this morning. It was like, come on, where can I see it? And it's like, okay, you could see it at the Triborough Film Festival or Shore Leave. And if not, you got to be just a little bit more patient, and it'll be out there, and you can watch it as many times as you want. And we will release it with trailer followed by film. So, and then you'll see we'll intercut all of our laurels. All the awards will be attached as well, so you get to see that as well.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Years and waiting.
Oh yeah. It was. It's a fun piece. And then once we release it, when we do it on IFB, we'll also discuss what the larger vision was, and where it was supposed to go.
Quite a bit of it hit the cutting room floor.
Yes, and it's fascinating how we were able. It just worked out in such a way that we were able to pivot, and we used a particular character to kind of take over where we were going to go somewhere else with it, and we didn't. And there's another part to it. There is another little part to it.
Filmed it, but
yeah, we could never get to do.
We have it righted. We have it written. We write it.
It's written.
We have it righted.
Yes, we have it. Yeah.
One of them.
Yes, of course.
We have them there writing things going on. So we had it. We had write that thing.
Chalk?
We write that thing. So
yeah, with chalk. But anyway, so we do. We have a bigger story to tell, or we wanted to tell. We'll share it with you guys here on IFB. We'll discuss, the other parts of it and where else was it supposed to go. Yeah. And you're going to find it fascinating. And we'll talk about the worlds. We'll talk about, actually, let me just show this real quick. And we'll talk about this when we do the IFB premiere of The Stranded Warrior. Here's the patch for the Battlestar Helios that we had made up. This is original. And we'll tell you all about it. We'll tell you what it means, because there is a backstory to it.
There's a backstory to everything in the movie.
Everything.
Which was weird.
And we'll share it, right? We'll share it with you. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. We're going to have a good time with it. Yep. So stay tuned, everybody. Chris, do you have any parting words?
No, I really think it was a great night tonight. I really appreciate everybody being here. Don't forget to smash that follow and stalk button. They really do need to make a stalk button.
Subscribe and
stalking.
Like.
That's fine. I'm okay with the word
subscribe and like.
Subscribe, like, check the checkbox thumbs up thing. Check to make sure you haven't been invited before, because we've invited a lot of people, and a lot of people just haven't started following back or something. So it's probably because it really isn't very user friendly when it comes down to that.
Unfortunately, not.
So
But please do.
Yeah, please do. I mean, we're not making any money off your follows or likes, but we sure do appreciate them.
Yep,
And it maybe
helps.
shows, like we had talked earlier, maybe it shows that there is a desire for Battlestar Galactica to be reinvigorated and put out. So if you don't put that kind of stuff together, then it's not gonna happen. Go join Battlestar Galactica fan club. Go go to cons, dress up, and like I said, maybe we can start this letter writing campaign. Yeah, that's old. Some kind of thing that we can get, preferably get the Hollywood or maybe Amazon Studios to pick something up like this, because they picked up The Expanse. Sci-Fi dropped it and they picked it up. So
you never know.
Possibility. Never know.
You never know.
But don't forget, next week, Thursdays, every Thursday at 8 o'clock, we'll be here. And until then, keep the faith and, keep the turbos burning.
Long live Battlestar Galactica. Fans fuel the fleet, everyone.
Fans fuel the fleet. Y'all take care.
See you next time.